Welcome trainers, my name is Blake and today we've got a little theory crafting video just testing out an unideal build for Decidueye, who I am having a ton of fun playing right now. So we're going to see if it's possible to rock a full grass build and actually take the grass move at level 7, which I can't remember the name of, which is just not very good. And we're going to see how well we can rock with that. So jumping into the early game, our Greedent is just fully in on his score shield, so that should be fine. We should be able to just hang back, let him do his thing. I find early game to be okay. It takes a bit getting used to being an attacker in lane, but that's mostly what I've been playing because I'm in solo queue, and people love to snatch up their jungle. So my build for the day is a muscle band and scope lens, which is no surprise, but I'm also running Razor Claw. I find just getting a little bit of extra crit damage is just fine, or crit chance, because even when I run a focus band, I feel like I still die super quickly. Buddy Barrier just doesn't quite seem to do it for me, and so I've been really taking the Razor Claw and feeling like that's fine. So pretty terrible death for me there. Should have been watching out for the gank, but now I'm not going to be there for 850 Bs, so it's kind of hard to play and talk. I'm getting better at doing that. Don't play this game on autopilot super well, but I left myself open there, so I got to take responsibility for that. So we'll see. Maybe we can put a little bit of pressure on here. It's not going to look like it. So we're just going to be stuck as a rowlett for a little bit longer. Some of Decidueye's strengths, I think, are being able to just go crazy with attack damage once you get your stacks up and once you get to that late game if you can get fed. Really good in the jungle, honestly, which just makes sense, similar to like a Greninja or a Cinderace. But I think he has some lane potential. He definitely struggles not having some mobility, which I actually think taking that grass move could help in some ways, just because it does give you the ability to push enemies back. So we're going to see how we can do in a game where I'm really not starting off well and I'm not setting myself up for success, honestly. So we're going to see how this goes. I've actually liking taking X speed over eject button. It helps you track people down just like an eject button, but it has a 20-second less cooldown, which I actually find to be pretty nice and pretty useful. I find myself using it quite a bit. So I have been rocking out the X speed instead of eject button and feel like that's a pretty good choice. I'm also up here all alone. My team is really not setting me up for success. Hopefully I can KO this Pikachu before I die, and that's really unfortunate. Can't even make the trade. The whole team has abandoned me, so really going to see if we can make a comeback here and just see what we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and head bot, check out this Dreadnought situation, and hopefully, with any luck, I can pick up a little farm here and we can get evolved and actually start to deal some damage. For me, this Dreadnought is pretty important here just because I'm so low on that experience. Hopefully I can come and at least help out. There we go. Didn't even need my help. That's going to be huge. I'm going to hit level 7 super soon here. And their Decidueye is also only level 7, so that's good to know. I'm not too far behind the mirror match for me there. But just not going to be very much help while I'm level 6 here, unfortunately. And don't hit what I need to just quite yet. Let's grab these berries, sorry everybody, and then see if we can't KO this Greedent. Very nice. Now we're going to take Razor Leaf, and then after that we're going to take the other grass move, and we're going to go for that full grass build as I mentioned, and we're going to start checking that out as soon as we hit level 8. I don't remember the name of it, but I do remember that, oh, that might be a KO, shoot. I do remember that it pushes the enemies back and slows their movement speed, so it'll be kind of interesting. I haven't even tried the build just because I've heard most people talk about how darn bad it is. I think it makes sense for me to go bot, just really trying to get some farm, not trying to fight with others for farm on my team. Just trying to get to level 8 and just become somewhat, okay, Leaf Storm, this is what we're going to try. So Leaf Storm has the ability to push enemies back. I think in some ways it could be actually pretty good. But like I said, I'm not doing super well in this match overall to where I can carry super well. So I think the time is to just farm. I'm actually going to see if I can steal a little jungle here. Maybe I'll get lucky, and they've been lackadaisical. And would you look at that? We are going to get super lucky. And not as lucky as I thought, because I don't think we got that. But that's fine. I think this is a decent matchup for me. Greedent's able to shred tanks, or Decidueye is able to shred tanks. So that feels pretty good. And we scare him right off. And let's actually just see if we can bully this other buff here as well. I think feels pretty good to me. This might be a time worth popping the ult. I'm not loving the ult. Find it really hard to use. But in a situation where you're so far away like this, I think it could actually be kind of helpful. Fortunately, someone else picked up that from me. Maybe I did get that red buff, so that felt really good. Haven't really seen the Leaf Storm in action, but I do think it's actually kind of good. Team's got a little bit of a late rotation down to Dreadnought, but luckily the other team was all team fighting where we were, so that's pretty nice for us, honestly. Zera, Aura, and I should be able to take this no problem, and this is a situation where actually I think that Leaf Storm would help me zone really well if I needed to. I could push someone back if they tried to push us, and so that's kind of good. I think I'm going to go ahead and not go up to that Rotom fight. I don't think it's crucial for us to get that. I don't think it does that much for our team, and I'm actually going to clear jungle and just try to prep myself to maybe get to level 13 by the time we get to Zapdos would be the best case scenario for me at this point. Okay, we're doing well. Let's check Rotom. They're not going for it. I mean, if they're not going to take it at all, it looks like their team's pretty distracted. Zera, Aura, and I, again, I think can just do a lot of good work here. Zera, Aura is just amazing for that reason. Just shreds tanks in the back line, jumps straight on them. Or not tanks, shreds all your attackers super easily. We get the nice setup here. Would love to be able to farm a bit. Hopefully Greedent will do okay. I don't know if we should be pushing this. I feel like maybe we should push this since their team is not all here. And Zera Aura's got the same idea. And we can actually push this all the way to base, which is actually going to be really good. I can hit level 12 here. One of us can actually get this maybe. Would be kind of nice. And this actually is going to be a great use of Leaf Storm. I can push people back. We're going to get a huge dunk here. Super nice. I'm going to die, but I think that was worth it. And we got the Venusaur kill, so he'll have to respawn with us. And honestly, I feel like we're super well set up for Zapdos now. We don't even need to fight for it. Haven't seen what Leafage can do too much, but it feels fine. You do give up taking the Shadow Sneak, which is pretty nice, but having the ability to push is also kind of not bad. I don't think Leaf Storm... I think the Pokemon is just good, and regardless of what you take, basically, the moves, you're going to be fine for the most part. So would love to try and hit level 13, get my Leaf Storm upgraded. The upgrade for Leaf Storm is not crazy, it just increases the amount of slowdown you get on the enemy. So, I mean, that's really not doing that much work. Get that KO there, and now we are just ready to shred, and we might even finish Dreadnought and get a bunch of KOs. I mean, this Pokemon's just nuts. That felt so good. We get the Dreadnought, and we get a 2 double KO there. Eldegoss picked up KO, we did a ton of damage, and the opposing team surrenders. So, I think Leaf Storm is actually somewhat of a viable moveset. I think the Pokemon is honestly just really good. I think it's my new main, and I really enjoy it. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments section, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.